Gemini, we're shaking again. Shaky Stephen, Sarah, Sassy, Sandra, Cassandra, Casino, probably going to a casino and making a gamble, or a 777 or an XOXOXO. But it's taking a gamble and a risk. So someone could be going, hold on Gemini, before we start, I'm going to be doing a load of esoteric scribe. I've got to do this while I'm channeling. So I'm going to relax because I've got loads of messages that are coming through for you. I do 2 different readings now. Well, I do 3. One is on Patreon. I'll tell you about that towards the end. This one is remote viewing, esoteric channeling for a start while I draw a picture. And then we look at the picture and see if we can pick up any signs or synchronicities of deceased loved ones, so on and so forth. And then also any synchronicities of anything that means stuff. And I used to do this for the channel. If you don't know and you just find it, stick around. Please be patient. Because I don't want to feel as if I'm in a rush in order to get this out. Okay, so Gemini, how you doing? So I'm hearing eye on the tiger. I've got an eye on you, and I've got a keen eye. Now the name Keely or Kesey or Kaylee or Cassandra, but I've got a K on you. Okay, so I definitely keep picking up K or C. Okay, or KFC. Some of you keep going to a KFC and a bucket of chicken. Chicken actually came up in another reading where I couldn't figure out what it was because I said Nando's. So this one is actually coming up to do with where it says KFC. I keep going to KFC and I keep picking myself up a bucket of chicken or a zinger burger or whichever way around it is, or someone's got a fur burger and they want eating out. Unless you are being eaten out in many different ways, but I definitely keep hearing I'm eating out. Some of you, it might be Uber Eats or stuff that you keep ordering out a load of food. We've got so many messages coming through, Gemini. Uber Eats or Uber. Aruba. Okay, so I keep hearing Ruba or Rubin or rhubarb and custard. Okay, so it's a little bit like desserts. Okay, or just desserts, or Justin, Julian, Jason, Justin, Jackie, Jasmine, Jack, or Justice. You got like a Libra energy here, or a Life Path 2 energy. Okay, definitely hearing K's, catalogue. Some of you might be doing catalogue work, okay, which is clothes, buying or designing clothes, because K's here, I don't know if you're from Britain, but they have a thing called Very, and then also K's, catalogue. And it would be clothes. Okay, so you might be buying new clothes, or you might be designing clothes, or it's something to do with around a like a catalogue. You're making like a catalogue of stuff. Okay, cataloguing. Okay, I'm also hearing logging. Some of you might be cutting wood, or what does a wood chop? If a chop woods, if a wood just chop wood, chop that wood. I mean, is it fucking Pinocchio? Do you have someone that's got a big nose or lying something here? I'm also hearing a lion Leo or a lion Brian, like the life of Brian, someone that's also Jewish, or the name Brian or Beth, or anybody that has B in their name. Okay, and I'm lying a Brian or something like that, or lying to a lion or something like that, or an iron Zion. Some of you might be into the Matrix or something like that, Zion. But I've got my Keely, I've got my keen eye on you because I'm finding something suspicious. So it's kind of like that. I need to do a little bit more research first because I'm finding something a little bit intriguing, and a little bit of like, and a little bit of like, and a little bit like, So it's kind of like, oh, that's nice. So I don't know if you're browsing, okay, or like arousing, or arousing someone, or like, oh, Jesus, fuck. Like, oh, man, I just need one. Like, you might be doing all sorts of stuff, but like, oh, God, this is arousing me. So what are you doing, Gemini? Or Capricorn, or like, okay, how do we go over this every single time for people that just find me? Okay, I read in loads of different ways, okay, and I read in major arcana energy, right? So like I read in 6s. So Gemini, Capricorn, they're both major arcana of 6. Okay. So regardless of whichever way you do, because this is my method, please do not copy it. Okay. But it relates to the major arcana of energy. So you can watch it as Gemini, Capricorn, even if you have them both or not, or just one. You can watch both readings because they both relate to a numerology of 6. Okay. That's the major arcana card. Okay. So that's how I work. So I'm also hearing whistle while I work, life path 7 or a Cancerian, and that would be the 7 dwarves. Okay, 7 husbands, 7 wives, or you've got a huge energy of a number 7 here. Okay, so that would either be life path or Cancerian energy. Now you could have this in your chart. I'm also hearing the name Charlotte. But let's go back to KFC. That was your, or you're into someone that fights for the UFC. For the UFC. Okay, or you do cage fighting, or you're into some sort of like gymnasium, like right, Dave, right, Dave. Oh, go on then, Nigel. What are you saying, Dave? What? Right, so you might be like ducking and diving, or you could be dealing with someone from like Britain that's from like London area, and they're like a bit of a ducker and a diver. I'm a bit of a wheeler and a dealer, Danielle. Or like a wheeler stealer, I'm trying to steal your wheels. Now, there might be something that you've got going on with your wheels of your car, because I'm hearing, and the wheels on the bus go round and round, round and round, round and round. The wheels on the bus go round and round all day long. So, you've either got 2 problems. You work with children on an actual bus, or you give your children to the bus and they take them to school, or you're a taxi driver, or something like this, okay? Or you could be having a lot of problems around the wheels of your car, of your brakes. I've got a very expensive car. I don't know if any of you guys like have a very expensive car and the electrics go in your car and you are completely fucked. Steve's got a lot of bills, so I really need you to join Patreon or donate because I've got so much shit coming up. I'm all right, but any of you guys, because you might have the same problem. Right, mine is a Peugeot 3008 4-wheel drive, a turbo-injected fucking sports car. Right, it's like a Jeep 4-wheel drive large thing, right? And it all bases off this centre console that's computerised. And it computerises the wheels, the sensors to say whether it needs inflation, whether you're running out of diesel or petrol, gas, what do you call it, Americans? But like petrol, bruv, right? Then it also tells you like whether you're veering off the road, or Vera-Lynn, or Viva of Las Vegas, someone from New York, or no, Alaska, Las Vegas, also LA, LA Lakers, Lake District, Peak District, Sheffield, Manchester, Leeds, Britain, Brittany, Brian. Okay, that went off onto a tangent. Hold on a minute, I'm not fucking drawing. Where were we going? Yeah, I think you keep going out quite a lot. Like, you keep travelling quite a lot. And there's something to do around your car, around the sensors or the wheels, okay? And that you might need, like, me, I'm a Gemini moon, right? So, like, I've got to have the sensor done in my car, okay? Because that gives signals to the fucking wheels, to everything. And as soon as that goes, everything comes up. Aruga, flashlight, red light, breast light district. Someone from Amsterdam or the, again, what do you call it? Red Light District, Peak District, Sheffield's Peak District, Petong. I'm also hearing Peking Duck. Some of you might be like into like chicken or chicken oriental or whatever. But like I'm also hearing God a lot. Audrey Hepburn. Audrey Hepburn. That's gaslighting. So some of you could be gaslit or gaslighting the fuck out of someone. I don't know. Was that Audrey Hepburn? I don't think it was Audrey Hepburn. But anyway, so you might be having like noodles or chicken or like Chinese takeaway and stuff like this, or just eating a lot of takeaways or Chinese stuff. Right? It doesn't have to be fattening, bruv. I've lost shitloads of weight. It's going. It is going, bruv. But I have these like 350 to 400 calorie meals, and I have one a day. I don't eat very much. Okay, you don't need to do very much on Sex Ender if you guys have ever heard of Sex Ender. Some of you are saying, "No, I can't say that, Spirit." Okay, I'm hearing a song, right, and I don't want to say it. We're in the bath. But fell out and the one laughed. Someone's very slim and slender, or Brenda, or or like someone's very large and someone's very small. Slim and slender. Okay, slim and slender. Okay, I'm picking up like. Okay, no, because that's going too much. Sorry, I got bitch tits, bruv. I gotta get rid of them. But I'm hearing like small or large, so I don't know what that means, right? Me. Now that could be Like small or large? Like what do you want to go for? Small or large? Like what do you want to go for? Little or large? Do you want something bigger? Or do you want something small or something large? What is that that's been given? Do you want something small or large? Well, majority of people are going to go for the large option, right? But like, I'd rather something a bit bigger. So that could be foods. Like, I'd rather something a bit more. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'd rather something a bit bigger than that. So be careful if you're guys out there, man, and someone's going, I'd really rather something a little bit bigger than that. So, I don't know. Just be grateful for what you got. Okay. Just putting that one out there. Okay. So, I don't know, man. I keep hearing small or large, and I would rather go large, but I'm actually okay with what I've got. I don't know. Like, is this breasts or chicken breasts, or like food, or is it... I think it's both. I don't know. I'm picking up messages of like, do I go big, or do I go small, or do I go larger, or do I... Is this like a breast implant or something? Like, please do not have that all shoved up in your lips, bruv. Like, why? What? Sorry, women, but men don't have that. Why do women have that all shoved up all up in their lips? And I don't mean like the Bolocks that they have all shoved up in there, right? I mean like the fucking, like when they have a trout pout and they're like, you know what? I'm going to suck on the end of this fucking nozzle and... You're right. And you're like, hi, fuck, sweetheart, you alright? Is it Sylvester Stallone? Adrian. Fuck, bruv, what's the matter with your mooey? What the fuck? Sorry. You know me, I'm a comedian, man. We might as well. I mean, it could be Boy George. I don't know. But like, fuck, are you a woman or a man? Like, what are you? And you're like, oh, you're good. This has got to be Sylvester Stallone. You're right, Sylvester. All right. Fuck knows where this comes up into my head. Edwina, you're not having any more done your lips, are you, sweetheart? Come on. Sorry, Ed. But like, I don't know. What is this about, like lip Botox or something like that? And I got to go larger. Right, don't have any more of that stuff, bruv. You're better as it is. You need to be authentic. God, dear Dave, because I'm picking up some people are going to go mad at it. Like, no, I want to go bigger lips. Right? Don't do that, sweetheart. Don't do that. Does it? I mean, does it work? For me, I'm kind of like, well, that doesn't look real. Like, I prefer something that's authentic, like real, like, you know, just look real, not false. Right? I don't need to look false. You're like a mannequin, bruv. Sorry. I mean, I'm not picking you apart. Baby, you can do what you want, right? Yeah. But like, I mean, I'm a queer as folk, me, bruv. I'm kind of like straight down the line, bruv. No chaser. Like, you don't need all that. Like, you don't need all that. So, let's get on. Gemini. So, I got a keen eye, right? I got this eye on you, and I'm a little bit suspicious. And I need to find out more clues. So it's a little bit like Virgo or Life Path 9 energy. And I've got to find something out first. Like, I've got to be sure. To be sure from Island or Idaho. But like, I've got to be sure. I've got to make sure something first before I do it. Okay, I've got to look before I leap. I've got to see you in the flesh. Pink Floyd. I've got to see you in the flesh before I believe what I'm feeling. I got a feeling. Ooh, ooh. So I've definitely got like this. Well, I've got a feeling, and it's kind of like erotic. I mean, it's there, right? So I can hear like, I'll be there. So Michael Jackson, Julian Jackson, Jackie Jackson. I got a feeling, and it's there, and I can't deny the feeling. There's some songs coming out here, bruv. Fuck, are you listening to songs again, Mama Jamma, on the radio? But like, or you might make angel radio like myself, and you could be into film scoring and music. But it's kind of like this cryptic clue. I've got a feeling it's erotic, but I got a feeling that it's a little bit, and then it's a little bit like, and then it's kind of like, it's a little bit like browsing around at something. You're like, shall I? And like, fucking hell, yeah. Do you know what I mean? Like, I mean, it could be a club book. it could be swipe right, swipe left. You'll be all right. Or like, I don't know, like, oh, you're right, matron. So I don't know if these are like outfits or something, and you're kind of like, what shall I wear today? And you're kind of like going through your cupboard, and it's like, okay, there's a coat hanger, okay, the name Hannah, okay, and like, or hangman, Pisces, low path 3. And it's like, let's kind of like go through this and like, yeah. So I don't know. It feels like that you're going out shopping quite a lot, right? Going out shopping, Dave. Any other messages that are really going to be meaningful? Well, it's like a clue. It's like go gadget hands, or someone loves someone's fingers or hands, or being fingered. I don't know, but like, I like your hands. I like this about you, and I like that about you. And it's kind of like trying to analyse someone and like, well, I kind of like that. I mean, are you guys like going out modelling something and they're kind of like, ooh, well, I kind of like you in that. And they're like, do you like these ones? And you're like, well, actually, they'd be better with if you didn't have that on. But yeah, and they're kind of like, well, what do you reckon about this one then? And you're like, yeah, there's a 12. You're like, yeah, that's all right, that, yeah. And it's kind of like someone's doing someone like I don't know, a lap dance or a dance, or you're just literally just going to the shop, bro. I don't know. But I keep seeing someone like, what do you reckon of that? And you're like, oh, God, fuck yeah, that's nice. Yeah, no, I like that. And you're like, what about this one? You're like, oh, that's nice. So, what's going on? Anything else for Gemini that's coming up? Anything else for Gemini, the sign of Gemini, that they should be aware of? Because I keep picking up that people are flaunting their tits. I don't know. Like, if I prompt them up a little bit more, I mean, I've got bitch tits all day long, bruv. You can have these. But, like, I see this. I do see this, man. And I don't actually like it, Dave. I don't. I see some tarot readers. I do see some tarot readers. I don't watch them, but I see tarot readers, and they're kind of like, right, I'm going to get my tits right out, and I'm going to flaunt it right out here like this, and I'm going to squeeze them right up, and then I'm going to do all of this, and my thumbnail is going to be about my tits, and that's going to be my centre focus, and that's going to draw everybody in to my boobs. Now, each to their own. If it works, keep doing it here, but like, I would end up like... So, I don't know. Do what you want, Dave. I'm just giving you a message. Don't shoot a messenger here. What else have we got? Because there's like this small, medium or large 3, around a Pisces or a 3. Do I go small, do I go big, or do I go large? And I don't know what that's for. Life Path 4, Scorpio, Aries. And do I go for something bigger or something smaller? I mean, if this is a body feature, how the hell would you want to go smaller? So you've got to be on a diet, right? There's got to be people that are like on diets, and then people that are wanting to go smaller like myself, and then people that are wanting to go bigger. And some of this is relating to like weight consumption and health. And then some of this is to do with prosthetics. Prosthetics. Do I go bigger, or do I go smaller, or do I go bigger or smaller? Or do I... Like, because there could be this energy like me, because I'm losing a lot of weight quite rapidly, right? And I want to go... I bought some new trainers. Fucking nice pair of trainers, bro. I think it was about 90 quid. My mother bought them from her birthday for Christmas. It's like, what do you want for Christmas? Like, well, I could really do some trainers if you want to buy it. So... Birthday present, Christmas present, could be your birthday, I don't know, is it your birthday or someone's birthday? But like Christmas present, right? But Skechers, I don't know if any of you, I love Skechers. Skechers are one of the most comfortable shoes to ever wear, I believe. Skechers, all day long, bruv. Get a decent pair. But like, it's kind of like this, I'm losing weight, for instance, right? I'm losing weight and I want to go shopping, but I can't really go shopping because if I lose more weight, I'm just going to then have to go and re-spend everything that I've bought on more clothes. And that is a very big predicament of people that lose weight. Okay, especially because I have got a vibe of people that might be on like Six Sender or something like that. Okay, and that my plan is to lose a load of weight, and because I am losing weight quite rapidly, I want to go out and buy some nice new clothes. But as soon as I do, it isn't going to be that like next month I'm probably going to lose another stone, and then I can't wear it. Like me, I've got loads of clothes. Okay, and I really want to get into them and fit into them, but I want to go out and buy some new stuff, right? But I've got to wait. Like I've got to wait because of losing weight, right? So it's some kind of message that seems to be here around this. Do I wait and do I anticipate this any longer? This is around food, big size, large, going shopping and all those messages. They're all there. Okay, that's there. You've got this energy that's also quite intriguing. Like, I'm very intrigued, dear Watson. Could be something to do around like someone that's very intelligent. Well, if you're like myself, right? If you're Gemini Moon, Gemini Mercury, or Gemini Venus, all that sort of stuff, like loads of air in your chart, you'd always base off like knowledge. Okay, so it's kind of like this energy of like, I'm very intrigued and I'm very interested, and it's luring an energy to be more kind of like, oh, that's nice, like this, I don't know, forming some sort of bond or James bond with a person that's leading to like curiosity. Like, I'm just very curious about something, okay? And because I'm really curious, I can't stop watching, or I can't stop looking because I'm very curious, right? And that's what it feels like. I can't tell you what that is until we do your tarot, but they are what I am channeling for you esoterically, spiritually, right? That's coming through. Right. So let's have a look, see if we can figure out. I'm picking up a 4. I'm picking up a guy here with dark hair, or hair, like really, can be long or short, but puts it up in a bob, okay, or the name Rob, okay. Someone that's got a square jaw or so. Let's kind of pick up the guy like from Beano who was the guy from Beano that used to eat sausages? I forget what his name is now, but it kind of looks a little bit like him. But there's a proper geezer there, look. He's got a cap on, someone that wears like a cap quite a lot all the time, or a Capricorn. Okay, it could be a Capricorn, but don't forget you can also watch this as a 6. And it's something to do with around short hair, maybe, like a jawline there, here. Something to do with like, oh man, that is me, isn't it? And can you see that? Like a little guts that's sitting out the bottom of my... I don't get it anymore, it's great. Okay, I used to have my gut that used to stick out the bottom of my top. And now all the tops that I wear, the stomach is now completely gone, and all my clothes now hang low, which is what I like here. So it proves to me I'm losing weight. I don't weigh myself, I just kind of like, oh my God, my clothes are getting smaller and smaller each week and each day. But if you can see what I'm saying, it seems to be this geezer here like this, and then I'm kind of picking up this picture of a stomach here, okay. I've kind of lost what I was seeing. Yeah, there, look, there. Just the outline parts there, okay. So it's like that there. So there's someone there. What else have we got here? There's a big old Rodney there and a big old Todger. Okay, we seem to always draw the same pictures when I'm drawing, like a crocodile. Crocodile, Dal, Sal, Sally, Sarah, Steve. There's a dog there, okay, like Snoopy. This is a tail, or a dragon's tail here. Could be the year of the dragon, like me. But like a dragon's tail or a Scorpio tail. So it could be a Scorpio. Okay, this looks like a dog, like here. So you could have dogs, or want a dog, but definitely kind of picking up like a tail and a picture of a dog there. Don't forget, these can also be deceased loved ones, but sometimes when I do them, they really come through in the last ones that I used to do. Picking up like Beavis and Butthead, or the name Ed. Beavis and Butthead. Buttheads, we constantly always clash like the Titans and butt heads. Okay, so it might be someone that you're in conflict with, that you always butt head, or you believe that someone's got a very big head. Like, oh, look at the size of your ego. You've got such a big head. There might be someone, I don't know. Unless you literally have a big old melon, bruv. What else am I picking up? Not too much here. I mean, it could be a map. Normally they look like maps. Laps. Keep hearing like a lap dancer or something like that, or tiny dancer. Tiny dancer, behind on the highway. Hold me close, my tiny dancer. Where the headlights on the highway. So it could be something to do with your headlights, like your physical lights of your car, because I keep hearing in the headlights. So there is headlining. Lining headlights. There's something to do around Amsterdam or the blue lights, red lights. And then it's something to do with Cancerian and your physical lights itself, or like lights, show, action, lights. You might be buying lights, a lantern or a lamp. It could be a Virgo, life path 9. And then you've kind of got this lap dance, but lights, like I'm needing the right kind of shade or the right kind of light. And I'm trying to find, like, because it might be camera work and stuff like this. I mean, it's really fucking expensive. You can't see it, man. But, you know, those really big, you turn the light on, okay, and then you've got like a really big shade and it puts white over the top and it gives you natural white light instead of like false light, okay. And in order to get that on the background there, okay, I have to keep that to the point where it's equal and there's no shadow on the back. If I do, that's why you get the white flickery bits. So there's something here about like lights, like showing off lights or needing better lighting. And it could be like anything that is like for arts and crafts. Like I need like direct light, sunlight, okay. So it might be where you might be needing to go out and get some sunlight here. Vitamin A or D or whatever. In the name Trevor or Tracy or Trika or Tanya. Okay, so I don't think there's much coming through for you here. I would never really pick up on any conflict when I'm channeling. It would normally be around certain other ways of messaging, but they can all be very much different. So I would say watch for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, North Node. Okay, the best bit I've got here, like I said, is this geezer here, which like it looks like a caricature of someone that does a little bit like what I do at the beginning of my videos. Oh, if you wanted to know where the song is, I haven't made that one yet. That everybody keeps asking me, Steve, the beginning of your video and that song, okay, where is it? Is it on Angel Radio yet? That's the only one that I actually haven't made yet because it's very difficult to put a beat to that one. I will work it out. I've got an idea for it, what song to make it into. It's just that I only made that one into a intro and an outro because it suits it really well, okay. I haven't made it into a track for the people that have been asking me yet, okay, but I will make it into a dance track for you or something, but it's kind of like this caricature, like drawings or art, or like I'm into like drawing like loads of different characters and stuff like this and blah blah blah, okay, but I'm definitely being someone that wears a cap, okay, or a hat. So there you go. That's what we've got for you. A very meaningless drawing, but I think we got something out of it. So this is free. So your next reading, Gemini, will come up and it will be your tarot reading where we're going to look into what's in the news and what to be aware of in your environment. Now, I also do Patreon that keeps me alive. It's Patreon that keeps me alive because I'm only a small channel. Okay, so Patreon keeps me alive. So over on Patreon, it's all 3 tiers. Okay, no, that was the monthlies. Now we're doing the weeklies, sorry. Now we're doing the weeklies. It only goes to the silver or the gold tier. The gold tier has all of the teaching stuff you want to know about channeling, reading cards, business, money, education, do's and don'ts, what to do, how to manifest the correct way, how to work on myself the correct way, not the wrong way. Okay, you know me, I talk for days. So if you want all of those things and you're looking for answers of learning, teaching tier is the best one, which is the gold one, okay? But you'll get all monthlies, all weeklies. Over on your weeklies, we do in the shadows and then messages from here, okay, so they can be like, we are more alike than you care to admit, and that we have a connection together and we are so much alike it's uncanny, and that I'm finding some kind of connection with you because I believe that we have more in common. We have a lot in common. Common people, Jarvis Cocker, okay, or Cock Frost. But we have more in common than what I care to actually admit that we have in common. So we get that, and then we do loads of those and we clarify them and tell you who, what, where, or when. And then we do messages of closure. If any of you guys have been looking for closure of the past and what those messages will come into you from the person, or just spirit or me letting you know that is closure. That's what this story is telling you. That's the outcome. That's what will become of this if you continue to do the same, whatever that is. But they are very good and they're very informative. That is over on the link provided below for Patreon. It's either the silver or the gold tier. Also, stay tuned, because you're also going to get a reading on here, which will be a tarot card reading. That will be what to be aware of in your environment, and that should come out directly after this one. So please make sure that you also watch that in order to keep up with the channel. It also really does help me out, okay? So this one's free for the people that just don't want tarot and they want channeling, or for the people that want both. You get your choice now, okay? So thanks very much, really do appreciate it, and I'll see you soon.